Hello YouTube, I'm back. This is Philip Lawrence Carter and I have yet another David Bowie shirt. Yeah, and a new book. Thought I'd show you all. I did the cover because I'm doing a graphic novel next year, which should be fun, and a RPG games design course, which should be great. And instead of the usual I'm going to pretend to be dull because it amuses me act, I'm going to actually mention stuff that annoys me because I've realised that I might be slightly humorous when I'm pissed off, which is either a really good or a really bad thing. Anyway, changed my channel around a bit. I know it's been like 6 months. I'm not too sure. But yeah. Sorry about the background noise because I'm still quite firmly settled in university, even though my course ended 6 weeks ago. The woman behind me is Kerry, and she'll be appearing in later vlogs. Right now, she's probably nervous because she doesn't want to be seen on camera, so she's actually directly behind me. You might catch flashes of pink every now and again. That's her hair, by the way. She's not naked. I think. Are you naked? No, she's not naked. Anyway, hi. Um, Surreal musings on the world. I've got an idea. When people complain that stuff isn't halal, as in like you've prayed or done whatever you do to make it religious, because I've not put much research into it. I'm not going to pretend that I have, because it disinterests me. I'm against organised religion. That's not just Islam, before you think I'm an Islamophobe. One, I'm not scared of Islam, and two, I hate all organised religion because it makes people sick. Halal petrol is a concept that I invented the other day during a discussion because if people have to have everything halal, do they not realise that the petrol in their shitty Nissans that they drive is not halal? Those organisms died millions, if not billions, of years ago. I've not done science for a while. And perhaps they've not been prayed to, blessed, or sacrificed. So a lot of people from a lot of religions shouldn't really be able to use petrol because it's not kosher or halal. Or if there's another tertiary thing that I've not discovered yet, if the Christians have a special way of preparing food, tell me, and I'll add it to this vlog. Next issue, teleportation. People have recently discovered that you can transmute data via quantum physics from one place to another. I said transmute instead of transport. Skip back, I used the wrong word, I'm sorry. That happens sometimes. I've been writing quite a lot. Anyway, people have presumed that since the creation of the Large Hadron Collider, that black holes would happen and everybody would die, which is bullshit. Throwing a rock doesn't mean space travel has happened yet. That's basically the analogy I had for that. I'm halfway through my notes now. Tumblr. Ooh, this is going to take up the best half of my vlog because people get really offended all the time. And this, I'm going to be honest, this vlog does have some content in it which is specifically designed to offend people. I don't actually agree with half of the shit I come out with. Who knew? Anyway, Tumblr. The other day I read a post and it said, "We will always talk about how it is our sisters and mothers being raped, but not our brothers and fathers doing the raping." Now I'm going to make a short list of things I can figure out which are wrong with that. Men also might get raped sometimes. I know it's not as common, but I have an idea behind that. I don't know which philosopher I'm stealing it from, but there's probably one, because there was a lot at some point, and someone's probably going to say, "Oh, you got this from him." Well, I didn't, because I can't read. Seriously, I can't read. Anyway, the idea is that, as we all know, boys and girls have different bits. Girls have brains, whereas boys have... I don't know, I have a brain somewhere, lost on a night out. I'll find it again eventually. On the subject, going off on a tangent, I've also lost my MP3 player. I've now gone 2 months without being able to listen to my MP3 player, and people chewing really loud on buses and coaches and trains has slowly convinced me that genocide might be a good idea. Don't worry though, it's not going to be racist genocide. I hate everybody equally, so you're all going. It's just going to be me and my cats. Anyway. So apparently we always talk about how it's our sisters and mothers being raped, and not about how it's our brothers and fathers doing the raping. It kind of sounds like a African American subculture kind of lingo, kind of it's typical American thing, calling everyone brother and sister. We don't really do that in Britain, but that's irrelevant. The point is that that post on its own gives rise to the idea that only women are victims of this, and I know that it's not equal, that more women get raped than men. I know, I realise it's a horrible, horrible world. Why do you think you never see me doing vlogs outside? I hate the outside world because of how it is. It's not right. None of it is right. But nobody ever talks about what happens to men, and that really gets to me. I never understood why one gender can be victimized by one thing and another seemingly can't and not allowed. Likewise, I'd class myself as quite feminine, and every time I displayed any hint of emotion or remorse or any tiny little, need a word here, any tiny little speck of caring in high school, I'd get the shit kicked out of me because apparently you're not allowed to care. That makes no fucking sense either. Um, so yeah, just thought I'd raise a few questions as just I don't have the answers. I don't think anybody does, apart from all of us. Yeah, we can all get together and have an orgy. Or not. I'd rather we didn't, because I don't know you. I'm pretty sure you don't know me. But yeah, so the things covered in this vlog, which is currently running at 7 minutes long. Wow, you did really well to survive to this point. I'm proud of you. I discussed halal petrol, how I don't understand how people who have to eat certain meats are allowed to use any type of petrol. Teleportation. It's not happened yet. Calm down. Ah, one more thing. I forgot a thing. University courses. My university, Edge Hill University in Liverpool, if you want to, I don't know, annoy me, which most people seem to do, um, is apparently the University of Change. You will see it quoted in textbooks and advertisements and leaflets, and they, I don't know, they probably tattoo it onto the backs of the teachers' heads. The University of Change. I took a course in creative writing and language joint honours. I chose that course at some point in May before I came here. I'd already had enough I didn't have enough grades to get in. I actually wrote a novel and then showed it to someone, and that's why they let me in. But yeah, basically, they say they're the University of Change, and it took me a year to not just change my course, but to actually find out who had the power to change my course and who would actually willingly change my course for me. I spoke to 3 creative writing tutors, and some of them were very helpful, or at least they tried to be, but they were in a cycle of misinformation. They were ill informed. They tried very hard to help me get what I wanted, but were incapable of doing so because somebody at the top wasn't allowing the information to trickle down. Somebody at the top who spoke to me before Freshers Week and said it would be easy for me to transfer course. I changed my mind about the course I wanted to do before I even started, and yet they didn't let me change. Now, I'm not saying Edge Hill's a shit uni, it's a really good uni. I just wanted to highlight this issue that I had because it plagued me for 9 months at least. I had to do a course which I didn't necessarily want anymore. I really struggled to get a pass in language because I genuinely really struggle to do stuff that I'm not interested in. It would be like asking me to go to Primark and not skullfuck myself with a power drill. It's an impossible question to ask. I simply couldn't just sit down and enjoy a class which, to the best of my knowledge, was primarily about referencing. I took classes in referencing. It's the single most dull thing ever. For a language student, that's fine. You take it, you think, oh, this might be a bit boring, but there's the rest of my course I get to enjoy. I'm doing this for a reason. It's like taking a medicine that tastes horrible, taking medicine that tastes horrible in order to get better, to get somewhere nicer. I like driving through Moss Side in order to not be in Moss Side. The Mancunians will understand. But I didn't have that. I was quite securely trapped in the, oh, I'm a creative writing student 50% of the time, why the fuck am I here vibe. That's what I was trapped in. And I contacted someone and they said, oh no, you can't change, it'll mess up the system. I hadn't started yet, I was not yet on the system. And then when I came in, they said, yeah, talk to me in a week, talk to me after Freshers Week to see how you feel. I wanted to quit. So they said, oh no, keep on your joint on this course. I did, and they said I'd be able to transfer in a week. I wasn't. They said it again 6 weeks later. I wasn't. They said it again 6 weeks later. I wasn't. They said it again 6 weeks later. I wasn't. Are you seeing a pattern here? So eventually I snapped and tried quite desperately to find someone again. I had to like email everyone who works in the English and History department, and eventually one out of those people bounced back a reply and said, hey, I'm able to do that thing. Why didn't you speak to me at the beginning of the year? Because I didn't know you existed. They simply did not tell me that this person was here for me to talk to. I had something pinned on my wall, which I don't anymore, I can't show you, about academic registry and how to transfer course. And I rang those people, I spoke to those people, I sat down with those people and emailed those people. I also beamed psychic messages to those people, used smoke signals, and stapled a post-it note to my forehead saying, please, please let me change course. All to no avail. It's irritating. Edgehill is a good uni. It's nice. Campus is really nice. Teachers are brilliant. But when you get up higher than that, when it comes to academic registry and stuff, they're also really brilliant. But people don't communicate between departments, so it can be quite difficult to know where you're going. My trick is to email everybody and to whine as much as possible. Anyway, my flat seems to be getting a bit vocal because there's a party today which I've been invited to. So I'm going to show you my cover art for my graphic novel. I'm going to flick through this, and that's a crystal squid. That's words you're not allowed to see them. That's a hat. And that's one of my characters from my novel sitting on top of a house. Right, so that's about it. Thanks for watching the vlog and enjoy yourself. Oh, I also, Warren James is going bankrupt, so I got a thing. It's shiny, because I don't know, people like jewellery vlogs. I don't know how to human. Anyway, don't go on Tumblr because people get upset all the time. I'll go on Tumblr and accept the fact that people are going to get upset all the time. It's what I do. I offend everyone. And all I do is tell people what I'm doing every day. Say, look, I'm writing my book. I'm 50,000 words in, and people cry themselves to sleep for some unknown reason. So that was 14 minutes of my face. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Catch you later. I can't cope with being social. I'm staying in. Also, told you there was a human.